I know we spoke about this last week, but massive news has just come out today and Halloween Kills is involved.
Everybody's a suspect!
Coming to get you, Bobber.
Wolfman's got Nards!
I mentioned last week that there's a good chance that Halloween Kills could go to video on demand, VOD, and there's obviously arguments against that from happening, and there's still a chance that that might not happen. It might still come out in October and it might get delayed, but we're not talking about that just now. What we're talking about today is that cinema chain in the US The cinema chain in the US called AMC have announced that they're not going to be showing any Universal movies for the foreseeable future, simply because they decided, as in Universal decided, to release some of the movies on video on demand, most notably Trolls World Tour. Now, a lot of the profits have been made public lately, but they kept it under wraps for quite a while until now. Now, Trolls World Tour apparently had made more on video on demand within 3 weeks than the first Trolls made in 5 months at the cinema. And the reason for that is because when they're releasing it on video on demand, I didn't know this until now, but if they're releasing it on video on demand, they get to keep 80% of the money made, whereas if they're releasing it in the cinema, they're only keeping 50% because obviously the other 50% go to the cinema chains. So if we look at Halloween as a prime example, because Halloween Kills is a Universal movie, therefore AMC will not show it. If we use Halloween 2018 as an example, that made $255 million at the worldwide box office. Now, I don't know the percentages of all the countries in the world, but we'll go with a flat rate of 50%. So if Halloween made $255 million at the box office, then Universal get to take home 127 million of that, or 127.5 million. But if it was released in video on demand, they would get to keep 204 million of the 255 million. That's minus 20%. It makes business sense for Universal to release Halloween Kills on video on demand. There's no question. Universal and Blumhouse have already mentioned that Halloween Kills will not be getting delayed. They're still aiming for October. But does that mean it's going to be video on demand? Business would tell you absolutely video on demand, but obviously the fans don't want that. The fans want a theatrical release. But if you were a Universal, what would you do? I'm from the UK, and you're probably thinking, well, you're not going to be affected by this because it's AMC. In actual fact, yes, we are going to be affected by this in the UK, because Odeon have just announced as well that they're also not going to be showing any Universal movies. I don't know if that's forever or just for the foreseeable future until they decide to change that, but Odeon are not going to be showing Halloween Kills. They're not going to be showing any Universal movie, and the same with AMC. So does that mean that Universal are just going to say, well, that's fine, we'll just do VOD, it doesn't bother us? Believe it or not, guys, this is massive news. It gives us a little bit more information as to what's going to be happening with Halloween Kills, albeit Halloween Kills isn't the only Universal movie that's going to be affected by this, but at least we know now where some cinema chains are going with the challenge of trying to release movies when VOD is coming in. You're probably thinking as well, well, AMC is just one cinema chain, Odeon is just one cinema chain in the UK, but they are big cinema chains for the countries that they're in. The Odeon takes up maybe 30% of the cinemas in the UK, so 30% of the cinemas aren't going to be showing Halloween Kills. Universal might think, well, let's just pull the plug on Halloween Kills completely theatrically, let's just do a video on demand release. Not only does it fix their issue with Odeon not showing it and AMC not showing it, they know they're going to make more money anyway. We didn't know that at first because they haven't released figures for The Hunt or The Invisible Man, even though The Invisible Man was theatrically released. But they have released the figures for Trolls World Tour, and it was a massive success, not just over the 5 months, but over 3 weeks. So if a movie like Trolls can make more money in 3 weeks on video on demand than 5 months theatrically, it's a no-brainer. Unfortunately, it's a no-brainer. So what's your thoughts on that, guys? I know that before, when I spoke about this before, we had no figures, we had nothing to go by, but with this massive news on percentages and what the cinema chains are thinking, what are your thoughts now on Halloween Kills getting a theatrical release? And now, do you think that a video on demand release could be a good idea for a movie like Halloween Kills? As always, leave your comments down below. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching, thanks for subscribing, I'll see you soon, bye bye.